You wanna know I'm full of self-doubt, and to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey, everybody, welcome. So, we have some court updates with Dragon Lord Frodo. He's going to talk about a lot of things. He's going to talk about the Pride Parade, he's going to talk about his personal announcement and what is happening on May 5th in court. It seems he got some paperwork sent last week, Friday. Remember, he was in court last week, Thursday. They said to come back 2 times in June. One, I believe, was the 2nd of June, the other was the 20th, but they sent him paperwork the day after court, after they set a trial date, telling him to come back to May the 5th. The other thing is the DA, or should I specifically say the ADA, specifically a black man, isn't liking how he's talking because he's been talking a whole lot of smack about that person. And that ADA has said that they're still looking into his stroking video and they're still looking into bringing charges. So, did they actually do that? Bring new charges to DLF? We're going to find out, or we're going to speculate, whichever. Hambone became a YouTube member. Thank you for joining the Fire Squad, Hambone. Appreciate you. Smash that like button, everybody. Let's get into it. And as always, Dragon Lord Frodo content is not for the sensitive. He says anything and everything to shock and upset you. So if you're sensitive, then step out right now because he'll do everything and everything, including homophobia, transphobia, misogyny, racism, sexism, anti Semitic thoughts and actions he will talk about. So beware. Excuse me. I'm feeling a lot better, but still stuffy. So please bear with me. By tomorrow, I should be a lot better because right now I don't feel sick. It's just I have stuff that's coming out of my body. That doesn't sound right, but you know. So let's get into it. Hey there, the afterlife. Michelle, hi there. Fairy Elephant, Grim, Carbella, Moisha, Sarah M. Thompson, Vanessa, McCready, Ree, Janine, a fish by any other name. What's up? Erica Lynn, Openly Avoidant, Colleen with a K, Tina Avina, Blistoff, Ree McLaughlin, Beth Davidson, Hippie Easta, Dax, Martinez, Carla L, Lynn Smith, Instagrump, what's up? I'm sure this will be the sane, reasonable, and legally sound on the part of DLF, right? All right, let's go straight into what he has to say. Hey, Foxy, and figure out.
All right, kitties. Kitties. Kitties means I fuck kids.
Um, hey, Cakes of Fire.
So
He was suspended on YouTube, but that suspension was lifted as of this morning, early this morning, so he's back on. He was on Bit Shoot for the 2 weeks. He got suspended, so he's back.
I found out today that the Buffalo Pride Parade is happening this year on June 5th. So
Hey, Curl Connections.
so yeah, now Papa's got some rules to lay down for Pride. You know, I'm going to be there, collecting my bottles and cans. And I know those mermaids are going to be there doing whatever the fuck they do. So,
Fox Kidney J. Hey, Greg Gribo.
we got some rules to lay down, all right? First and foremost, I just want to say I don't care if they go to Pride. That's their right to go.
Okay, some background knowledge on what's going on here. So last year or the year before or the year before that, I can't remember, but there was an incident with the two ladies from Lockport, New York. And the incident is this. They wanted to go to Pride, and of course, the closest would be Buffalo. And DLF and them, well, DLF has a restraining order against him, right? He can't be within, I think, 100 yards of them. But he was complaining that they were in the middle of the Pride Parade. And what he likes to do is collect bottles and cans, which he does. We've seen him do this multiple times throughout the parade because that's how he makes his little bit of money on the side. And his complaint is that if they are in the middle of the Pride Parade, then he can't collect as much bottles and cans as he possibly can because he will be violating the order or orders of protection that these ladies have on him because he'll be coming into close proximity with them. So this is why he's talking like this, because he wants to collect cans and bottles, and the Pride Parade is back on, and those ladies are most likely going to be there. So let's hear that again.
First and foremost, I just want to say I don't care if they go to Pride. That's their right to go. as two members
Hard
of the
clocky.
LGBTQIA plus PPAA2 or whatever the fuck. Let's just have the most nonsense initials ever.
It's not nonsense. It really does mean something. It means that people are part of a group, people are part of a community. That's what it means. Hey there, Smiley. Thanks for the support.
They should be able to go to a pride parade
Exactly, Stella.
and have a good time and celebrate their sexuality. Just like I should be able to go, I don't know, taste the buffalo. I don't know.
Hey, Kenzie, how are you doing?
Whatever the fuck. The Italian festival. And celebrate my heritage. You know? Now, I'm not going to be one of those people that be like, oh, gay pride?
Exactly,
Why don't we
Grim.
go to straight pride parade?
Okay.
Why don't
Here comes the offensive,ness as usual. His so-called locker room talk.
we have a straight pride week? Why don't we have straight pride month? Let me tell you something. You know why we don't have a straight pride month?
Thank you, Smiley. Jeanette Parrott, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you as usual.
Or a white history month or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's because 11 out of the 12 months is straight pride and white pride. Or white history month or whatever.
No problem, Martianess. Take care. Have a good one. If you gotta dip out, you gotta dip out.
So why don't we have we have black entertainment television? Where's our white entertainment television?
Hey, cauliflower.
Well, you never watched fucking Friends before? There's your white entertainment television. I always thought it was strange.
Dax, he's only black when it's convenient for him. There is a saying for that. There's a term for that, though. I'm at a loss for words for it, but I'm sure he'll bring up that he's black because of the Moors and the one-drop rule whenever it's convenient.
That I'll get off topic for a second. I always thought it was strange that they play Eminem on BET.
Right, Collie? Tommy, long story.
I look kind of weird. Like, I mean, Eminem ain't black. But it's black music, so I guess that counts.
Hey, YOLO Swaggins.
Yeah, well then they're not gonna show a fucking Tony Lorenzo music video.
He is 18 tweets and
You're
being
not
offensive.
gonna see them play Suffocation on BET.
So, Curl Connections asks, Monty, did you talk to Mama Scrunch again? Yes, I have been emailing the so-called Mama Scrunch back and forth several times, and then I get gaps where she'll email me twice in a day, then for days hear nothing. So, I have no idea what's gonna go on. I'm just gonna do my thing, keep it pushing, and if something comes of it, I'll update you guys. If not, I'm just gonna keep moving because I haven't even verified if it's the real Mama Scrunch. It could be DLF by all means, because this is something he does. If you don't know, DLF is really good at making fake emails, fake names, and messaging people. In fact, that's what got him into trouble. I forgot the instance. There was the specific instance that got him found out was, I believe, he messaged them under a traceable account, these two ladies, and that's how they caught him and figured out who he was. But if he never made that mistake, he could have potentially been harassing these two women for years more.
Or what's another black band? What's another band with black? They're not gonna play Body Count on B. Oh, they might. That's Ice-T. But yeah, I just thought that was always weird.
By the way, Perry Plug is right. It's not Ice-T. It's no, actually no, it's my bad. He is right. It's actually Ice-T that is the lead vocalist, I believe, in the band Body Count. And I believe Perry Plug is right. It's a punk band, isn't it? Let me make sure I got this right. Let me look at their genre. Yeah, it's crossover, thrash, rap metal, thrash metal, hardcore punk, and alternative metal. So yeah, you could call it like a metal punk thrash band. And the vocalists, or one of them, is Ice-T, as well as Ernie C and other people. Right, Luna Swerde? Exactly. Hey, Julius. Hey, Emmys. I am sick, Julius. Getting over it, though.
Anyway. Yo, what was that one death metal band with all black guys in it? Anyone remember?
No, YOLO.
Remember the Spanish band remember the death metal band that does songs in Spanish?
Unfortunately, any friends that DLF has, some way or another, he pushes them away because of his mental health issues that he always never tries to take care of. In fact, he'll go out of his way to not get the proper help. One, or the latest instance, is him going to therapy because he doesn't want therapy court enforced. So he'll go to therapy, not wanting to do anything to further or better his mental health, so that the judge in his current case doesn't order, aka force him to go to therapy, the therapy that he needs. And one of the things, the end results of this type of behavior is that his mental health issues get out of control. He lashes out on people once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 times, and then people get sick of it. And then they leave. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Just Deb.
You're gonna have that on MET. Mexican Entertainment.
Hey, Jessica. Right, Charlotte? Exactly, YOLO. He does.
So Papa's got some rules to lay down.
Nice fella, Wolf.
Pride. Okay? First and foremost, I don't care if these women go.
Hey, No Justice, welcome. Thanks for
They
being
can
here.
go and they can be happy.
Oh, you're allowing them
Okay.
to go. Okay, great. Yeah.
But, like I said, rules. First of all, here's the deal, okay?
Hey, Pinky.
You are not to they are not to sit there and park their asses in the middle of the pride parade like they did last time before the coup. You don't park your ass at fucking North Street.
Who's Papa? He's now calling himself Papa for some strange reason. Hey, Isabel.
You know?
Hey, Mama Lisa.
You either park your ass down at either, you can park your ass down at either end of the fucking parade. I don't care. But you know what? Let me just say this. That if you park your ass down at Allen, you're gonna get the tail end of the parade. And if you park your ass at Forest, you're getting first glimpse of the parade. So choose your haunts carefully.
Or they could just go wherever they want.
Okay. So I want them like anywhere, and I think they should have to announce where they are so that I don't go, and violate the restraining order, because then I know where they're gonna be, and then I can avoid that area.
Hey, old darling.
Instead of me having, because here's the thing, listen, I'm going regardless, okay? They don't have to go, okay? They think it's too scary to go, then they don't have to go. Okay, I'm saying that they could go.
Nancy asks, who's this guy? This guy is Dragon Lord Frodo. He is friends with Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty does mod on his channel, and a lot of thoughts, actions, feelings, opinions are shared amongst himself, Pete, and DLF. Yeah, with FB.
If they wanted to. Remember, you have many pride parades around the area.
Hey, Natural Ginger, you're
They
up
go
late.
to Toronto Pride.
Or they could go to the one next door. They live in Lockport. There's Buffalo Pride. That's closest.
And meet up with Monty.
Okay.
And then you can discuss how much of an asshole I am with him.
Hey, sweet daddy Sarah. Welcome. Right, YOLO. The similarities abound. YOLO Swaggin says all he does is eat food on a couch and be racist, amongst other things. Exactly. Cindy Sue, are you there?
Doesn't Lockport have a gay pride parade? I think they do. Or Niagara Falls. Look at Rochester has a pride parade. Or New York City has a pretty big pride parade too.
Hey, Sunshine.
But here's the deal, okay? See, here's the thing. I go to a pride parade so I can pick up bottles and cans.
You can pick up bottles and cans at any time, any day of the week, at any hour. You don't specifically have to go there. I understand there's going to be shit ton of cans and bottles there, but can't he still get these cans and bottles right after the parade is done, if you know what I mean? Like, what's the turnover time between people leaving to it being cleaned up by the city? Does anybody know? They don't typically clean it up right away, do they? So what's the need for him to be actively there during the midst of the parade if he doesn't care for the parade, but he's only there to collect on the cans and bottles? Hi there, Happy Life.
And get my free Red Bulls and Doritos that they throw away, and my free condoms.
Who are you going to be using condoms with, DLF? Who? The only person that was around that would be doing it with DLF was Amy. And Amy ain't around anymore. Amy, in fact, upgraded.
For, using them on myself. Or so they say.
What? Wait a second. He's gonna use it on himself? Okay, never mind. I keep having this flashback to this incident that occurred. You know what? Let's just go straight forward.
Number 2. I collect the bottles and the cans at Gay Pride. Okay? So here's the thing. I don't want them standing around the middle of the parade. Okay? Because then that cuts me off from the rest of the parade. If I walk past them, I'm going to jail.
Blunted on Reality says, so glad you're getting better, Monty. We all appreciate you. Thank you. Blunted on Reality, appreciate this. Well, Clarky, the incident wasn't me. It was just Guy just being silly. He said something that was just really funny. And it was the accent as well. Hey, Angel Cake, what's up?
So they better not be just sitting outside my apartment building so that I can't get out the fucking door.
Why would they do that? Why would people sit outside your apartment building if they are victims, if they feel victimized, if they have to get some sort of restraining order against you? Why do you think they would hang around your spot? Like, I don't get it.
So they better not be just sitting outside my apartment building so that I can't get out the fucking door.
Right, YOLO? I don't get that.
And if that happens, I am calling the police on them. Because as victims, okay, they should be more afraid of me and not hang out outside my apartment building.
Poor choice of words there, Dragon Lord Frodo. Extremely poor choice of words. One thing I will say though, strangely enough, there is one person that is allegedly using the system for their own coercive means. You know who I'm talking about. Starts with F, initials. Their initials is B, where there is a protective order, but yet she is seeing the person that she has a protective order against, allegedly.
That's not very victim-like, is it?
Hey, Bubbleheaded.
So I ask you, either park your ass down at Allen or park your ass down at Forest. I don't give a shit.
Does DLF cook? He does. DLF is currently playing a game. Thanks, let him miss that.
And then if they park their ass down at fucking Forest.
No, it's not Natural Ginger. The tea comes towards the end. We got another half an hour to go. And then I think I have my own observations about what's going on with this new court date.
I think the closest I can be to them
Him in the B.
would be like, let's see, it's like 100 yards. So I'm just guessing here. It's like 100 yards isn't even that far.
Thanks, Jenna T.
You know, it's like 1/3 of a football field. Right?
Exactly, Sherry.
So think about it. I could probably be at if they're standing right at the corner. I could probably go to the the farthest I could probably go is Mr. Pizza.
Right, Stella.
But let's say they park their asses on Ferry and Elmwood near the church there. Then that means
I think he's thinking way too much into this because, like, why are you thinking about this? Come on. Cauliflower, I have no idea what he's eating.
that means it cuts off the rest of my walk, so I can only go up the ferry. You see what I'm saying? Unless I go down Elmwood and then cut down around, I go around the fucking corner and back up again.
I think he gets into like a sinkhole type of thinking where he starts thinking about what, like, they're trying to I don't know, get him into trouble in some way or another with this whole pride parade thing, when by all means these two ladies might just want to have a good time, get their lives back, rather than, be scared to go out, to go anywhere. But with him, with his thinking, it's like, oh, they're gonna set me up. They're gonna stay in the middle. They're gonna park their car by my house, and then once I come out, then they're gonna call the police on me. Like, the thinking is off.
That's what I do when I take the 23 bus.
Hey, Curl Connections.
And I go past that D-Jack chick's house.
Hey, Leanie Bo.
On the 23 bus. I have to get off I have to get off like a block before our house, and then walk around the long way so that I'm never passing past her house,
Is that something reasonable to do? Or can you say it's reasonably inconvenient or you're of no danger if you're on a bus? Okay, somebody has a restraining order against you, but you are always inside of a bus whenever you pass their house because their house is on a main street. Like, I'm sure there are some extenuating circumstances like that, right? So wouldn't that be understandable that you don't serve a threat or an offense if you're on a bus and you pass their home because their home's on a main street and the bus takes that route? This, he just said that he gets off the 23 bus, he walks around so that he's not violating the order, and then what, gets back on the 23 again? Let's hear this.
I have to get off like a block before our house, and I walk around the long way so that I'm never passing past her house, you know?
Okay. What are you lost with, Paris? I'll explain.
I don't know what the fuck she does. I don't know if she hangs out on that porch. That little ass porch. And watches who's in the bus through the windows.
Who the hell would do that? Why would somebody waste their time like that watching the buses just in case you're inside the bus getting somewhere so that what? She can tell the popos on you? Exactly, Clarky. Exactly,
So
Julie.
fuck with me, okay? Number 2.
Exactly, it's paranoia.
I said stay at one end or the other. I have no plans on complying with this order of protection from them. Not in my own neighborhood. No. They are coming. I want to make this abundantly clear that these women are in fact coming out of town, okay, to go to fucking Pride, okay? I want to make sure that's abundantly clear here. That they are coming from out of town. Okay? So as they're coming from out of town, you know, that means they are choosing to go to Pride.
And
knowing full well, and don't give me that shit. We didn't know we lived over there. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know how I know? Because they would not be able to go to the police and get a fucking do a police report and all that jazz.
Hi there, Shy-Town Mom.
They would not be able to do that.
Right, Kidney J? Unless he's watching them.
Knowing my address. Because you have to know the suspect's address. Okay? So that proves.
Is that actually true? Or can they know a name and age and they kind of identify the guy? But then again, there's also the discovery. The discovery would have his address, right? I'm sure there are means and ways where they could have filed their protective order against them and not in any type of like really dark way of finding out where he lives. Hey there, Moon. Paris, you are lost. Okay, let me give you a quick rundown. So DLF, Dragon Lord Frodo, has been on the internet since 2003. He has known Foodie Beauty since 2019. She does mod for him. Haven't seen her in his chats lately. I don't know, maybe she's shying away. But once again, there's a lot of views, thoughts, actions, mannerisms that are shared between Foodie Beauty and DLF. DLF seems to have been used somewhat as a sword by way of Foodie Beauty, even though he's going to deny this, to actively attack FFG. And that's the reason why I heard about him, because he kept on going after FFG. Then I started doing a video or 2 or 3 or 4 on him. Then he started having interest in me. Now, this interest is lifelong because there's been people who he has had interactions with, and he has not stopped speaking about them, even ones that are more than 10 years old. So beware, he does like to talk about people that he might have disagreements with, and you will be a topic of conversation for years to come.
Right there, that they're fucking stalking me as well.
Exactly, Stella
There
Virgin.
should be no reason why they know my address. Okay? And if they know it, you know, the fact that they had me arrested and all that just kind of proves that they know my address. So there's that. But I'm not complying with this order of protection. Now I will.
Exactly, Stackish. Like I said, the court paperwork alone would have his address. Right? And even if you look up his name, you could find stuff on these websites, these third-party websites, by just putting in his name, both his first and last name, Buffalo, New York, and lots of stuff would come up, including his address.
I will agree to not bother them, but I will not comply when if we run into each other in my neighborhood after they came from out of town to
Thanks.
go to the gay pride event.
Thanks, Evelyn.
It's not happening.
Fact, Stella. In fact, he has recently doxed himself by showing mail that he got, his full address on the screen. I think it was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So he's doxing himself all the time.
You don't get to go out of town to the suspect's neighborhood and then expect him, they expect not to see him walking around. It ain't gonna happen. So I will agree to leave them alone, but I will not agree to run away from them. Okay? Third, I will be filming. Okay?
Good question, No Justice. Do you know how DLF picked his name? Good question. I have no idea. I gotta look into that. Maybe if friend Prices was here, he could tell me, but right now I don't know.
Will be filming. I will be filming for safety reasons. Okay? I will be filming for safety purposes. Okay? So that way they can't come out and say that I came after them with a machete. Okay? And I can't say that they came after me with like a bazooka or something. Because everything is on record.
Okay, DLF.
Okay? So I will if you don't like the fact that I'm filming, well then they can go suck a big fat dick for all I care. Okay? Don't like it? Go suck a big fat dick. This is my neighborhood.
We don't own a neighborhood, DLF.
Remember, I live here, not you. I live here.
Right, it's just pride.
So, I agree to not bother them. On the other hand, I'm also not complying with the restraining order.
Then you're gonna go to jail if you don't comply. Bottom line.
That day.
Or should I say you'll have a result, an end result of you not complying would be the possibility of jail time, is what I really should say.
So, don't be giving me dirty looks, because everything's gonna be recorded.
Bye, Sarah M.
Okay?
Have a good one. All right, change the topic.
Now,
Is he autistic? Yes, he is, Paris.
before I turn this off,
And other things, because I've been hearing that there's other health issues that are in question. I wanted to do this on a Mama Scrunch AMA, but maybe I will have to go over his old videos and then talk about certain things he has said in the past a couple years back.
or something that some people were very confused about. And, well,
Hey,
basically
Louise.
goes like this, okay?
How are you doing?
That last video I put up on BitChute,
Yeah, what about it?
okay? I said something to the effect of, I hope this doesn't become another baloney arm situation, Chris Lococo situation. And what I meant by that was, it's not 100% official yet. But I've been talking to this chick on Facebook for about 2 months now. She messaged me. I was actually friends with this woman. We didn't talk or anything. Honestly, I don't even know how I don't even know how she became friends with me anyway. I don't really remember. But I never really thought much of her. And then I just wrote a random thing on Facebook that just said, I said, I love fat chicks or something. And she messaged me. She's like, you like fat chicks, huh? And I'm like, yeah, why?
Hey, Gabs,
She's like,
baby.
because I'm a fat chick. And she's like sending me she started sending me these really risque photos of her. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go hang out. I don't know when we're gonna hang out, but
Does she know who this is? Is this a real person? Seriously. So, okay. So she sent risque photos.
she's kind of hot too. She's kind of hot. Let me tell you, she looks better than Foodie Beauty. Okay.
Well, if you know what DLF's last girlfriend. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. That is. I'm not even trying to show some shade. I'm just saying that by his words, his ex-girlfriend looked like Scabbers Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter.
No, I mean, she looks way better. It's like, I'm trying to think about what she looks like.
Hey, Valves J.
I don't know.
Even DLF
Like
got
an
game.
actress or something.
Really?
I mean, she is kind of chunky, but whatever. So I don't know if this is going to affect the channel or not. But if it does, I'm not even gonna go do. I'm not even gonna go through it. Now she already knows that I have autism. I already told her. She seems fine with that.
Is he being catfished? And why would him seeing somebody affect the channel?
As for the YouTube thing, I have no idea if she knows about my YouTube. And if she doesn't like the YouTube, well then, whatever. Hey, maybe she would be 100% okay with it. Maybe she'll be a regular.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yikes. Come on.
I don't know if she knows about my criminal charges either.
Well, if it's a catfish, they know everything.
So whatever.
Penelope, congrats.
Oh, yeah, I got a letter in the mail today from Lockport Court.
Congrats, Penelope, on being a grandma of a 3-day-old. Must be extremely exciting.
So when I went down to Lockport Court on Thursday, they gave me a date to
Foxy Lady, his current charges are criminal contempt because of his violation of his original charge. It was 4 charges. It went down to 1, which was aggravated harassment. He was found in criminal contempt of his orders, his restrictions, I should say, and that gave him that criminal contempt charge. Why is he sitting in the dark? I have no idea, Moon. That's just how he wants to sit. Okay.
They gave me a date to come back. Okay, I got a date for a jury trial. June 20th. Okay. They also gave me another date that day. They said it's a quote unquote control date. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
And
who
that
knows?
is June 2nd.
Who knows what that means? So he has a control date June 2nd, and he has the trial date June 20th.
Okay.
Hey, Nancy C.
Now, I got a letter from Lockport Court today saying that
Hey, Eden. Take care.
they want me to come into court on May 5th. Okay?
Which is a Thursday.
I don't know what this is about.
I have an idea. Hey, Hambo.
Some people are speculating, some of my kiddies are speculating that, and this also makes sense, that it could be one of two things. I looked at the date that's on the envelope for Lockport Court. And it was put in the mail on Friday, which was one day after my court date.
All right, so he was in court last week, Thursday, His court dates are always on Thursdays because how it typically works is there's let me try and explain this. There's upstairs and there's downstairs. So typically they will see who will plead. They'll see who will plead to charges, typically in, I don't know, like a courtroom where there'll be like a lot more people. And then if people want to go to court or do other things, then you'll typically go to upstairs to different rooms, right? So when I see that he's going to court every time on Thursdays, that just really means that it's going through the motions, right? And they'll either want you to just say you're guilty, plead guilty to the charges, or set a trial date or plead. Typically, those are the three things that people do. Mostly people, well, I can't even say that. People will plead, people will go to trial, people will just say that they're guilty to, not have this stretched out. So what's happening is that right after he went to court last week, Thursdays, they sent him mail. Now, what I'm thinking is that if you don't remember, the ADA, which is a black man that he's made fun of for allegedly being gay, as if gay is some sort of funny thing and makes you weaker. I'm not sure if this ADA is gay or not. He's just making fun of this man saying he's gay. I'm pretty sure this ADA does watch his channel, and that ADA said that they're still looking into charges for the stroking video from like 2 months ago, where they were not sure whether or not there was any chargeable offenses. Well, guess what? They sent you a letter, DLF. Why would they send you a letter when they know you got to go back into court June the 2nd and June the 20th? Does anybody have any guesses? Hopefully, I've explained everything right now, no justice. But does anybody have any guesses why they would send him a letter the very next day when a trial date has been set for 2 months going forward in June?
Okay, so I got it today. Now, some people are speculating that they're going to bring me to court.
Bingo. Exactly. My understanding, if I'm going to make an educated guess, bingo, is that he caught more charges. That's why they send you that letter, because there's a sense of urgency. And they're like, oh, crap. We have to give him, by all means, a fair trial. And one of the things about a fair trial is that you have to get notified of things not right before your trial date or the night before anything. They try and notify you of things well ahead of time so that you can't go before the judge and tell the judge you had no idea, you didn't have time to prepare, you didn't know this was going to happen, then they didn't notify you. This is why they're doing this. If I had to guess, he caught more charges.
To drop the charges.
No,
Okay.
they did not send you that letter, DLF, to drop the charges. What they typically do is when they set a trial date, you show up at the trial date with your lawyer ready to go. They bring you into a room and then they tell you, hey, we're dropping the charges. Goodbye. Yeah, it could be, summons, something. What is the stroking video? Is this video he did? He said a lot of things that the ADA didn't like, and they kept on referring back to that stroking video and whatnot. So let's hear this again.
They're going to bring me to court to drop the charges. Okay. Now I think what happened was maybe the prosecutor or something called those women up and said, listen, he wants to go, he wants to take this to trial. He wants a trial by jury. You have to show up. Okay? Are you willing to show up to court? and do all the motions and all that.
That don't make no sense.
So, no. So people are speculating that that's what's happening.
That don't make no sense. If he thinks these two ladies are scared to go to court, then wouldn't the ADA wait until the actual trial date or even the pre-trial? And if they don't show up when they're supposed to, they don't show up, and then they consider either setting a new date or just dropping the charges there, right? Why would they send you a letter the day after you were just in court to tell you to show up way earlier than you're supposed to be about some matter? It only makes sense to me that they are adding new charges to you rather than subtracting or dropping the charges. That's what makes sense to me.
Now, the prosecutor also said that there's pending charges.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not pending charges, but they're trying to figure out if another video can be charged. Okay? And so what my lawyer says, listen, don't worry about it.
That's the stroking video, by the way, he's talking about.
Don't
Hey,
worry
Catherine.
about it. If they really want to do this, they will charge you, and then we can go from there. But I don't think that's happening. Okay.
Ree McLaughlin, great. You're working in the DA's office in Pennsylvania. Well, this isn't has anything to do with the Canadian legal system. Dragon Lord Frodo is in Buffalo, New York. So your observances and your knowledge would be greatly appreciated. What do you think is going on? His original charges were 4 counts of aggravated harassment. He pled to 1 count. He got 90 days in jail. He got out in 60 days. Well, technically 57 because of 1 time served, 1 day, minus another 2 days because it was going to be the weekend. Then he caught a criminal contempt charge. Then he kept on talking about these ladies, which was against his restrictions and the stroking video, and they were thinking of charging him with additional how do I put it? Additional things, right? What do you think is happening? Why would the district attorney's office send him correspondence the next day after they saw him when they know he's going to be back June the 2nd and he's going to be back June the 20th for his trial? What do you think is the reasoning for that? Hey there, Patricia. Hey, Kitsune Ninja.
I don't think
Hey,
that's
Lexi.
happening. 'Cause I think if they actually wanted to charge me, okay, if they really wanted to charge me for that shit, I don't think they'll make me go to court
Hey, Snarky Priest.
and send a letter in the mail to get me to court. Okay? I think what's going to happen is
Bingo. Ree says, if I had to guess, I'd say they're compiling more charges, also making sure they have ducks in a row. He may not come home that day. Exactly. I don't know who is speaking in this man's ear, but that just makes all the sense to me that they are putting on charges on him. That's why they're sending him this letter the very next day after they just saw him in court. They know they're going to see him again in June. Why are they scheduling something for May, specifically still on a Sunday, where the day where everybody that has something going on, typically similar, comes in on that specific day, right? So they're bringing him again on a Thursday. There has to be a logical reason, and I think that makes all the sense. They're adding more charges.
I think what it is, it's like, if they wanted to charge me, then they would have to have the police show up
No.
and arrest me and and bring me down to get arraigned and all
No,
that other shit.
that doesn't need to happen.
Okay, I don't think they just do that. You know, through a letter in the mail. Okay.
Foxy, if anything, I think his pretrial might be June the 2nd. I really do think these might be new charges, but we're gonna find out in a couple, in a week and a half. We're gonna definitely find out what he has.
Or because on the letter it just says that the judge wants me in court on May 5th. To have, it just says have a discussion with your public defender. That's all it says.
Okay.
And it has to be in person. So I don't think that they're gonna charge me for anything. I really think that, you know, given the situation, okay, given the date on the what is it called? On the envelope. It says it was sent out on Friday. Okay? Meaning I already expressed that I wanted a trial by jury.
Right, Cherry S, exactly.
Okay.
He might not come home that day. We shall see what happens.
And I also expressed that I am going to exercise my Sixth Amendment right to have those broads show up in court.
Foxy Lady, it would be a courthouse in Lockport. I don't know which judge. I'm sure if he was in here, he'd tell you.
So, I don't know what's going on with that. But I really think that this because they if it was something stupid, okay, they could have just waited until, you know, or if it was something like another charge, they would have the police show up at my home.
Not necessarily. Or they could send you a letter to show up to court so that they can present these charges to you and give you a reasonable amount of time to still make your trial date, which is June the 20th. That's what makes sense to me, that they would do this right away so that you still have, okay, you got to show up the May the 5th. Your trial is June 20th. Your lawyer could say, hey, we don't have enough time based on these new charges, or your lawyer could be like, okay, we're going to go ahead with still the same trial date, June 20th. If the ADA is saying the same thing, okay, we want to still go ahead with June 20th. Your lawyer says we're going to go ahead with June 20th. Yeah, that just makes sense to me. I don't think they're dropping anything at all.
And then take me to get arraigned, and then I would have to hoof it down that street.
Hey, just watching.
Okay? You know what? I bet you. They didn't even fucking write me back.
Exactly, Lexi. They could do that, arrest him there, and he will be in jail until his trial date. There you go.
You know what I think? I think for real that
Right, Ree? It does.
I think for real that.
But I've been telling him for months now. I'm like, dude, stop joking with this ADA. Stop calling this man what you think are just negative words just because he is the ADA, because he's gonna make sure you get put away. I called it months ago. I'm like, dude, stop messing with the ADA. They'll give you double to triple the time because you're messing with them. And look what's happening. Hey, Krabby Joe.
I don't know. But
What do you think of DLF? I think
yeah,
DLF needs more help. I think DLF needs to accept help. I think DLF needs to accept that he has mental health issues that he needs to work on. And once he accepts he has these issues he needs to work on them, get better, formulate a plan and strategy, step away from things that are negatively affecting him, and, just get a little bit better every single day. That's all he needs to do. It might be hard to do. I'm sure there's going to be good days and bad days, but it can be done. He just needs to start trying. That's it. Hey, Miss Zippy.
if it was something stupid, they could just wait until, the 2nd of June. But they want me in there like on the 5th. So right now, as far as I know, I got 3 court dates. I got May 5th, I got June 2nd, and I got June 20th. And for some reason, they felt like they had to, rush and schedule another fucking court date on May 5th, right? So something has to be happening, okay?
Yes, new charges are happening, DLF.
And my offer still stands, Monty. You think I'm going back to jail?
I do.
Well, I say we bet on it. $500.
Miss Chanandler Bong, does he have an attorney? If so, does he know his client is uploading on YouTube? I don't follow his case much. He does have an attorney. It is a public, is that the term? The one where he doesn't pay for the attorney. And this attorney has been doxxed by Dragon Lord Frodo. We know who his attorney is. And he knows that Dragon Lord Frodo uploads regularly on YouTube as well as various other sites. The offer still stands. No justice. Should I take that offer? Because then he doesn't have the ability to pay. Because I know he's gonna get new charges. Yeah, thank you. Public defender. Thank you, Sherry S. I don't know why I was lacking in words. But yes, we know who his public defender is. His lawyer does have good ratings. Well, actually, just one rating, and it's a 4.8 out of 5. Well, actually, on Google, it's 5.0 stars out of 5.0 stars. 2 Google reviews, lawyers.com. He's a 4.8. That's pretty good. But yeah, we shall see. Exactly, Sweet Daddy Sarah.
$500 says I don't go to jail.
You are going to go to jail. He's going to go to jail because he was questioning a black man's manhood. He was saying his dreads were a certain way. He was calling this man gay, not sure whether or not he is. And if he is gay, there isn't a problem being gay. And what else was he doing? He was joking about his characteristics and mannerisms. The same ADA that saw him in court last week, Thursday, and I'm pretty sure it's the same black ADA with dreads that made sure that he got sent that letter the very next day. So this is what happens when you keep screwing around. You're going to find out, because they did warn him, stop messing with that dude. You're going to get extra charges on you. Blistoff says most control dates are attended by the lawyers. A client could show up but I don't know why one would. His attorney should explain to him charges can't be dropped at a control date. Yeah, because everybody's preparing to go to trial, right? So this new date has to be something, and it's something serious. Salmonella Chicken, hey there. Did you cover the stroking stream? I did cover the stroking stream when it was new. I believe either the same day or the next day we covered stroking. But we should review what we believe would be what the additional charges are. Maybe that's what we'll do come May the 5th, is when he says, hey, I got new charges. Then we're gonna be like, well, yeah, I know why, because you did this.
Okay. Now,
Exactly, will do, Kidney J.
that's what I think.
That's
what I think.
We are going to review stroking video again because it is active still on his YouTube channel, so we will be reviewing it. Where does he reside? Buffalo, New York.
That's what I think. That's what I think, for real. I think this. I'm going in there. They're going to tell me that the charges are dropped.
Nah. Good luck tomorrow, Sam, on your court date. Hey,
If
Kayla.
anyone could confirm this, let me know. If charges are going to be dropped, okay, do they usually make you go into court to know this? And do they actually make you, or is it just something the lawyer called you up and say, Mike, the charges dropped, you're done? I don't know. Maybe I have to go in there and sign something. I don't know. But May 5th, check. Remember the 5th of May.
Facts,
okay?
Lexi. And it's not remember the 5th of May. It's remember the 5th of November. The only thing that happens in May is May the 4th be with you. You know, get it? May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Anyways, that's it for me. We shall find out what's going to happen. But I still do think he's going to get additional charges on him. Anyways, everybody, we will be reviewing the stroking video as soon as possible, probably on May the 5th, once he comes back. Or if he doesn't come back, who knows? They could, take him into custody. And he could be in jail for all I know. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. I will be doing a Monty After Dark tonight. Foodie Beauty is somewhere in Montreal right now. We kind of guess, or we could guess, exactly where she is and what she's doing. She thinks she can fool people, but she can't. So thank you, everybody. Smash that like button for me. Has Natty reached out? Nope. And I have not had any additional strikes. So we shall see what happens tomorrow, tonight, overnight. I'll keep everybody updated. If you're not going to make it for Monty After Dark, then I'll see you another day, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, but I'll see you soon. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.